This is still public land, but it's fenced off. The dogs are just gonna go right under. Those echo. So this is still the national forest. Okay. It says right here, Arizona Trail. We're at the Grand Canyon. Gate sponsor, okay. Backcountry Horsemen of Central Arizona. Arizona Trail. All right, so it's an actual real trail. Echo's eating grass. Dodger likes being on the trail. It's been a while since we've found like a normal foot trail. Mostly we've been hiking on dirt roads. But Dodger likes the trails because he feels like it's going somewhere. So he gets in front and he leads us down the trail. It's really fun. We're just outside the border of the Grand Canyon National Park. We had to use our National Park Pass to get in here. And we're camped here on this land. This is forest land, the Kaibab National Forest, and this is free camping here. You can't camp, obviously, in the national park. At least with the trailer, you can't. But on the forest land, it's free camping. And so we're like a mile and a half from the border of the national park. So we can drive in there and check it out and hang out there. Apparently there's a 13-mile trail that the dogs are allowed on in the national park. So we'll hike that a little bit with the dogs if we can find a day that's nice out. Got some bones out here. There's a tooth and some bones. And these must be cow bones, I'm sure, because now I'm seeing cow patties. You know, it's really nice out here. We could have camped in the national park, but it's like a, it's a campground, it's paved. And I think it's 25 bucks a night, something like that. So this is a better option for us because it's free camping, and we can hike around here as much as we want with the dogs. The dogs can be off leash because we're in the national forest. And this is more our kind of style of camping. I like the campgrounds. I like the state parks. I like the campgrounds at the national parks. They're pretty nice and kind of convenient, but you're just right next to other people, so it's not really the full camping experience that we like. The dogs like to run around, and they can't run around at the campground. You smelling the flowers, Echo? So I'm pretty excited about being here. The Grand Canyon is, like, if you drove about a mile and a half that way, you'd fall right into the Grand Canyon. And I might have been here when I was a kid, but I was just driving by right along the rim of the Grand Canyon, and you get a couple peaks. You got to be careful so you don't drive off the road. Wanna go back to camp? Yeah, let's go back to camp. Let's take us back to camp, Dodge. But I just got a glimpse of the actual canyon, and my first thing I said out loud when I saw it, I said, is that real? Like, I had no idea. I didn't really know what I was gonna see. And so when I saw it, just like I said, just driving by it, just turning a corner, and then you see it for like a couple seconds, I was like, oh my God, is that real? It's like, so, it just looks like a wall that's so far in the distance, and then it goes down. It's crazy. I can't wait to hike around there and see some more of it and really get a feel for that canyon. I mean, it blew my mind just seeing it for a second like that. It really seemed unreal. It felt like I was on a different planet. This forest right here is right next to the canyon itself. And it's a nice forest. It's different than where we just were. We were only about 60 miles from here. And these trees are a lot bigger. There's still some fire damage you can see. I'm digging this place. This is the kind of place I like, where the people are really spread out. There's another trailer near us, but it's a few hundred yards from us. And then we were just hiking, and I found a couple vans tucked away in the woods. So it's pretty secluded where we are right now. Now, don't forget, like, what I'm doing right now is I don't really know where I'm going. I'm watching my footsteps just to make sure I don't step on anything like a cactus or a snake, but I'm just following Dodger. So I don't know if we go left here or right. Oh yeah, we go right. He's taking us back exactly the same way we came down here. See, here's the bones. There's a bone. And there's some more bones right there. Those are the bones that we saw earlier. He's taking us back exactly the same way we came. He doesn't want to get lost. He doesn't want us to get lost. And it's just really useful having a dog that you can trust. I'm really starting to think that I've discovered a really good way to explore this park a little bit. You know, because I have dogs, so I'm limited to what I can do in the national park anyway. But the ranger said there's a 13-mile long trail along the rim that the dogs are allowed on. So I don't know if it's paved. I kind of have a feeling it's paved, but at least that's some hiking we can do in the park with the dogs. There's not really a reason to stay right in the park because it costs me money every night and I can't do a whole lot with the dogs anyways. It's mostly just getting in the truck and driving around to these viewpoints, and then you can see down into the Grand Canyon. You know, because I'd love to like go backpacking in the Grand Canyon, but I can't do it with the dogs, so it's out of the question. You know, because you can hike down into the canyon. You get a backpacking permit and you can backpack down in there, but you can't take dogs. So camping out here, I can camp out here in this forest for 2 weeks for free. And with the National Parks Pass, I'm able to go back to the National Park campground and dump my tanks and get water when I need it. And I have solar power, so out here I get plenty of power. So I'm self-contained. I have everything I need. I don't need a campground. I can detach the truck and take the truck to these viewpoints. So that's what I'm gonna do here in the next few days, is take the truck around and see some scenery of the canyon. And so that's all for free, you know, because I already have the pass. So I'm feeling pretty good about nomad life right now. Gas is the biggest issue right now. It's $6 around here. I'm sure it's just gonna keep going up. But that's one of the nice things too about living a nomad life, because you kind of just drive from point to point. And when you spend some time in the places like we do, if we find a nice place that we like, then the dogs and I stay there for a couple weeks. Echo, wait. Echo, free. So you're not really driving around that much. And if you do drive, like have to go into town, with a trailer, you can detach the trailer. You know, if you had a motorhome, then you know, you can't detach that unless you're towing something, and then it just costs even more gas to tow that around. You know, a van is really the best way to go to save on gas. Let's go, Echo, out of there. But it turns out a trailer's not too bad. You know, we don't have a huge trailer. It's 20 feet long. And then when I detach the truck, you know, the truck doesn't get great gas mileage on its own either, but it's doable. And you know, we're only driving like 15, maybe 30 miles into town sometimes, and then back to camp to get supplies, get the things we need, and then get back to our campsite. So we're not really using that much gas, but this is the kind of place I like to be. That's a big dead tree. You can see a lot of fire burnt stumps out here, and they chopped a bunch of them down. Oh, there's the tower. For some reason I didn't see that tower. I think that's I guess that's a cell tower. Yeah, that's a cell tower. But there's a tower around here, which is a lookout tower. I don't think that's the lookout tower. That's just a cell tower. Somewhere there's a big lookout tower, and I think you can climb up a portion of it. So we'll see if we can find that. I don't always give away exactly where we are, because I like it. You know, some of our places are kind of secret to us, or I don't want them to get, you know, overused by other people. But mostly, I just like people to find their own places. And that's what we're doing, is we're finding our own places. And the dogs and I, we're just here to show you that you can find your own places too. You don't need to go to a specific place that we went to. When you get out on your own, you can find your own places. And it takes a little practice to find the best places. But this is a good example of a really good place that we found with some practice that we've had. It turned out really good, this place. So far anyways. The campsite that we picked is right here, right out there, and there's not any trees around it. So on a day like today, where there's a lot of shade, because it's pretty overcast, we've been getting rain on and off, I figured this spot would be good because it's out in the open, but I don't need a lot of shade from the trees because it's pretty overcast today. We got here a little bit after noon, so only a few hours and the sun will be down anyway. And then I'm thinking about potentially moving tomorrow or in a couple days, because it is going to get warmer and there's going to be more sun potentially. So hey, if you like our channel, if you like what we're doing on the Got Out channel, hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, let us know that you're watching. We like to know that you're watching. And then hopefully you can get out for yourself. And until then, stay tuned for our next video. Here come some people coming in, getting out.